now? I believe I am in. Hello everybody, it's Michael, Creative Cook Before Watching, and it's content. I didn't do that last time, but that's because I was just excited to be back, but hello again. How are you all? Still. I'm going to ask that question a few times maybe. Why not? So we're back to this. Been a couple minor changes since the last stream. All I've done is just added a subdivide and also fixed some of the geometry of this a little bit. Wait, was it the geometry of this? I think it was just a little bit of adjustments of this part here. Other than that, pretty much nothing's changed. I'm still making the tuner cogs, although I think I want to redo this because it's got too many, what you call them, those bits, teeth, that's the word, teeth. It's got too many teeth, too much teeth, some teeth. Yeah, not really good at these names. I think I'll just stick with 32 because I gave him like 64, which is, when you compare it to this, that's clearly too much. So 32 will do. Just shrink that. Did it too much. Get that to size. And we'll move it in place. Oh, I've turned this on. So my plan for today, pretty much, hopefully, I should be able to get the modelling done by the end of the day. No promises. But that's got to be my goal. 2 hours, hopefully all the modelling should be done. And maybe I could even get started on the what you call it, the texturing, materials, whatever you call them. It's texturing basically. Oh darn, I've moved the nope, origin to geometry. Alright, let's do this. We'll extrude these along, no, not along normals. Along individual faces, that's what I want. Okay, then set this to individual origins. Shrink them a bit like that. Grow them out. Yeah, that looks more accurate. Kind of. Pretty easy to make cogs. Just do a little bit of that stuff. Just fiddle around like that a little bit and you will get it. Not like that. Also, I'm going to move. First make sure, no. First make sure I'm going to put the origin there. And then I am going to, what am I going to do? I'm going to move the origin to that point. No, 3D cursor. Apply, no, snap, 3D cursor to selected. Then I'm going to add a cylinder, shrink that down, about there. Let's apply its scale. Then delete this. And then I'm going to bevel this with a few more faces. Honk. I should close my window. So that you don't get any noises from outside. That was a rookie mistake of me. Close the window. And I'll shrink that down. About there will do. Move that to there. That up there. And that should do for that. Okay, next job, adding that little section there. Also think what I should do is turn this on. Pull it in like that so you get a more definitive curve or whatever. That ain't gonna work there. I think that'll somewhat do. That curve feels too harsh. Maybe turn fall off. That feels better. Yep, there we go. That's not a bad curve. We just shade it smooth. Now, add a cube. That's way too big. And why is it... what's it doing there? Okay, here's the hard part. Making the little... well, it's not that hard, but... it's not that hard, really. It's just a little frustrating. So what we're going to do to make the little... the impression of that little cross shape is essentially... I use booleans, make this shape here. First we'll lift the corners up and then we'll lift the sides up. Now it sort of matches the head of a screw. Then we'll, not like that. And then we'll move it down so that it pierces the face of this. Like that. And then use booleans. What's this called? Cube 1. And we apply it. We've now got a cut through the middle. Just need to fix some of these little artifacts on the surface. Hang on. There's like 3 there. I think maybe this is too wide. Anyone else think so? I think it is. Yeah, that is, that is definitely too wide. Alright, undo all this. Hope I can undo it. Or have I not? Hope I haven't gone too far. No, I haven't. That's good. Now, let's start by first shrinking it like that. That should make it pretty narrow. Then we'll increase its size like that, and then what we'll do, this should help, select these corners here and add a bevel, but a single face bevel, not a three face or 5, like that. And then maybe lift it a little bit. I think I'm gonna have to lower it now. Why does that look so weird? Is there like 2 faces on that? Oh, there is. What's going on there? Strange. Easy fix though. There we go. Now, we apply this. Hey! Nice to see you, Josh. Joseph, I called you Josh, that's not your name. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Though those material glitches, they're less than desirable. Maybe if I mark sharp. Always forget, you've got to do this. And yeah, that fixed it. Great! Yeah, said Josh. I've known people called Josh in my life, okay? Quite a few people called Josh, actually. There we go. Now we got the cog screwed in. And now we got to create this sort of spring around the twisty. I'm calling it the twisty because, why not? It's fun to say twisty. Ooh, I did a twisty. A tiny twisty. Twist 'em up, twist 'em down, twist 'em all around town. I'm not the first one. Oh, crap. It seems to be something he has to face with his entire life. Let's move that a little closer. Alright, now we need to do the spring around this. So first, what I'm going to do is center... Actually, is that a good idea? Maybe it isn't. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to add a cylinder. Too wide. Also too many polygons. Let's change that to just 4. Because I don't need any more. That's practically a square now. Why not? Stick with 4. Shrink it down. A little smaller. And then I'm going to apply the scale. And then what I'm going to do is go into deformers, not constraints. These are constraints. Deformers. And use skew. Where is skew? Oh. It's a curse. It's always a curse. There it is. Screw. Why is... Alright. Anyway, make it screw. And then you move this to the right. Then you add some subdivisions. Where I'm on like subdivision. Let's make this 8. 8 subdivisions. It still doesn't look right. Huh. How do I do this again? I do want Z. Looks like Maya. It's not Maya. It's Blender. I forget how to use the the screw deformer. Did I need a... First let's use... Which one was it? Skin, skew, remesh, mirror, mask, edge, split. Array. We'll use array. We'll move that to the top. Array shall go up the z-axis. Like that. I really cannot remember how to use the skew. Flip, stretch Y, stretch Z. No? Ah, that's how you do it. There we go. What happens if I turn off array now? This looks weird. This looks very weird. We'll do a subdivide on that. Why is it doing that? That's really weird. Maybe I need more vertices like this. Ooh, too much. Maybe it's the face. Ooh. The face there. I have to delete these maybe. Delete faces. Oh wait, it's still got one individual median point. Right, a bit more rounded. Now let's turn this back on. It still looks very weird. Oh, yeah, of course, I'm so foolish. You don't do it like this. Ah, crazy. Crazy mad fool. You do it like this. F9. Let's set that to 5 faces. That looks better, kind of. Kind of looks better. Ugh, looks weird now. Shrink this. Gotta start again. This is not working out how I wanted it to. Alright. Add a circle. Add a skew. Then, yep, that's looking much better now. There we go. Yeah, that's what I want. If I rotate it like that. Ooh, F9. Ooh, F9. Minus 90. Okay, then I'll move it here. About there-ish. I'll move it closer here. Shrink that so I get a decent size. Move that about. Oh wait. Move that about here, or how about just here, or here. Now shrink it down a bit more. So it fits in there. Not perfect, but looking good. Now it's like really twisted now. Increase steps. Now the job hunting, fine I guess. As good as it can be. Ooh, I'm gonna need to make this very twisty. And now it's very thin. Could have just done skew. All right. know, I don't want it to be that thin. That's a bit of a problem. I don't know. Doing as well as I can, mate. No, we don't want to do that. Ah, too bad, man. Now this is a problem because that is very thin, and I don't want it to be thin. Does the skew deform work with curves? So I add a. Actually, I don't think it does. Now, is there a way I can stretch it out? Maybe if I do this? Aha! Yeah, that works. And then I can fit this in here. So now, here we go. I got this set up. Let's also Have you been off the 3D for a while? You shouldn't be off the 3D. The skill you can lose. Huh. I think that'll do for now. Alright, now I just need to add the bolts, which should be very easy. Bolts are not hard to do. Add a sphere. Don't need that many vertices. I'll switch it down to like 5 or 6 ought to do it. Guess I can keep that the same. Then oh, best of luck with that, mate. And bolt. Now let's add in these bolts. Oop. Go object. Set the origin to. Oops, I did it for that one. Set origin to geometry. Shade smooth. There it is. Hey, it's all we can have. Maybe I actually do want more vertices. Or maybe that'll be fine. Yeah, that'll be fine. Wait a minute. I keep pressing F when I'm meant to be pressing D. What is up with me? Alright. They're all floating, that's fine. Okay, we got a tuner. I just select all of these components. Also, I'm gonna merge this. Control this and this. No, this. I'm gonna merge this with this. Join. What the hell? Ah, I know what's going on. I haven't applied this yet. Control J. There we go. There we go. And now I'll actually name. Oh, wait, no, I won't. Take that to the head. Okay, let's name all the components so we don't lose them. Object. Let's call this tuner head or base. Tuner twister. Tuner twister. I don't really know what you call these different pieces, so I'm just naming them whatever I want. I always put underscores, by the way, because underscores help. Okay, tuner bolts. Tuner spinner. Why not? Tuner screw. Okay, let's all that set up. No, not that. And them. Forgot that. Lays about, I guess. Well, naming them helps. It always helps. I very often forget to name them. Huh. Make that a little bigger. I feel like this should be bigger. That is too small. So let's make this grow. No, I'm on rotate. I'm a fool. There we go. That's a pretty good size. Also, actually not, I won't do that just yet. What I'm gonna do is go Control D, oh no, Shift D? Yeah, Shift D. And I'll make it linked. Move this here. Shift D again. Make it linked once more. Then, I think what I should do is turn this right? Do I? Do I do that? Maybe I do. I need to pull out my own guitar to see if that's how it works. I'm gonna do just that. Give me a mo. Okay, I see what I must do. Did I make this linked? I don't know if I did. Alright, I'm gonna have to delete it. Didn't mean to do that. Alright, put that there. And then finally, one more. Make them linked again. I think they're all on different heights. Yes, they are. Whoops. Or just this one. I'm also going to rotate these like that. Looks like a face. How? How does this look like a face? What kind of faces are you seeing? Oops. Alright. Got the heads moving up, and now we've only got one more thing to do. Specifically with this. If I can find that, extrude that out, they all pop up. 4 eyes. I don't know. I think you're seeing things, mate. Now, how do I make a hole without screwing up the what do you call it? Oh god, my brain turns to jelly sometimes. Shade it smooth first. Of course I gotta turn on like auto smooth for whatever reason. Actually wait, I could probably keep it like that. Yeah. Just gonna randomize them a little bit. Oops. Wait. Make sure they fit in here at least. What about you rotate that a bit further? What flavor? Did I say something about flavor? Okay, and then once you do that, now I need to find a way to stick some holes in this. First off, I'm going to actually stop that rotation, though it's looking straight on. Also, let's randomize these screws a little bit. Oh, I don't know. I haven't tried to taste it. I shall make this a 6 or 8. 8 vertice cylinder. Now I've got to make it very, very, very small. 90. Now it's a global. Copy the Y. Alright, we're almost sorted. Do booleans again. Make a boolean. What's this called? This is called cylinder 001. Why can I not see it reflecting on the others? I think a little bit smaller than that will do. I've got to try and like get it in a great geometric spot. I'd say that's a decent spot. Maybe a tiny bit larger. Yeah, that'll do. Why can't I apply it? Oh, is it because it's a linked? Alright, I guess I've got to break the links. How do I do that again? Right, we'll go to object, relations, make local, make single use. Alright, object, where was I again? Object. Okay, now I should be able to apply it. Aha! I take this out. Got a big hole in it now. What flavor do you want it to be? I guess, strawberry. Why not? Now let's fix some of these topology issues. Also, gonna want to do this. What was I gonna want to do again? Oh, I hit the microphone. Terribly sorry. I want this high or something? I guess I do. Alright. Let's mark sharp. There. It's got a hole in it for the stuff. So I think I'm going to want a cut from here to here. Not like that though. Alright, let's set it to orthographic. And set it from here to here. Yeah, that fixed that. That's great. And then what I can do, make things easier for myself. Somehow. Oh dear. Maybe not. Well, don't need this anymore, so out of the way with you. Set it back to orthographic. No, you. Can't because I turned this on. Hey, why did it not work there? That damn precision sometimes. Back to orthographic. You from back. Can you get out the way, sir? Alright, now it's done it. There we go. Now there's no very obvious view or whatever. I don't care. I don't care what to say anything right now. Something wrong with me. Just mark a few things sharp. I'm gonna add this so I can create the sort of thing these tuners have. I don't know what to call it. It's like they don't just like suddenly there's a hole in it. There's like a fall off to it. Oh, no, not like that. There we go. And then do that. Hang on, something weird about that. Oh, I see what's weird about that. That looks pretty weird. Straighten these out. And move them in a little bit. And then do this. No, wait, select that as well. Then do this. Good night, dude. Thanks for joining me. Okay, then we'll edge mark this as sharp. And there we go, we got the holes. You can go away now. And now we'll give them all holes. Not exactly done with the tuners just yet. Save often, save always. Next time, dude. Next time. Okay, first I'm going to put the cursor right here. Gonna add a cylinder. Gonna give this one a few more edges. How about 16? Let's double that. Move that up a bit. Let's apply the scale. Oops. That's a bit big if you ask me. That's better. Now shade it smooth. Give it that thing. Add a sharp edge. Mark sharp. There we go. Now I don't mind these being perfectly. I don't mind these not being perfectly symmetrical from each other, because these are very often done by eye, and the eye is not perfect. So I'm going to do it by eye, and it would just look more natural that way. Somehow, I don't know why. I guess these are of different heights, are they? No, they're all the same. Why has this one got a lot more giveaway than all the others? I've got to do this again. Got to do it to all of them. Object apply scale. And now make them all the same, and do the same for these. I've got to make all of these like individual objects, because I did an oopsie. Right, scales apply to everything. Right, now let's make them share object data. Control L, object data. Anything I missed? Yeah. Whoa! This one had a scale applied. There we go. And I'm going to do one more adjustment. Do a little extrude from here. I'll mark that as sharp. And then add a little there. Add a little thing there. There we go. Okay. Now that that is all sorted, I'm gonna give myself a stretch. Actually, this could do with still a little more improving. About a nice bump on the top. Alright, yeah. Right, the tuning things are done. Time for stuff on the body. So this stuff, and this stuff. Now that is going to be a hard part, the thing that holds the strings. Now unfortunately I don't have a base, so I don't actually have something physical to have in front of me and observe it with. I'm going to image search bases so I can use them as references, and maybe I'll be able to see more angles of this thing. So that's a tiny image. Why are you showing me so small? Can I see bigger versions? So by the looks of it... Oh, what have I done? So by the looks of it, the strings are held in right here. You see these little rings? These are the things that stop the strings from being pulled any further that way. And these basically lift them. And these rods are like things you can use to adjust the distance between there along those rails there. Those are rails. Of course, them some screws. Alright, I think I can do this. This seems relatively simple. I can do this. Okay. So we'll start by adding just the metal plate. Have I named this? I have not. I have not named... Wait, I have named it. Why is it still called that up there? Because I named it the wrong place. Duh. Body. Neck. Why did I spell it with a K? Neck, not a connect. A neck. Gotta neck it. And these are all named. Good, good, good. What are these cylinders? Ah, these cylinders. Tuner, let's call it holder. Still no idea what their actual names are. Tuner, holder. Tuner, holder. And finally, tuner, holder. It's gonna number them for me. Wait. Because I haven't. There we go. Got 4 tuner holders, even though I don't think that is actually what they're called, but that's what I'm going to call it. New streams in a row? Well, not really in a row. I wasn't here yesterday, but yeah. I was busy yesterday, so I couldn't stream yesterday. I'm going to change this one's position just slightly. Move it about there. But anyway, welcome, Miles. Glad to have you here. Alright, now let's... How shall I start this? I think I shall start this with just a simple cube. Not over there. I also think what I ought to do is center this along the way. That didn't work out. How can I guarantee to move this to the center? I think this is as close as I'm gonna get. Well, that's as good as I'm gonna do. Alright, object, snap, cursor to world origin, right. Now let's add a cube. Add a cube. I'm going to say two, I mean basically 2 streams in a row. Well, I know I'm not online, I know I'm not streaming a lot. I'm not, basically it's when I've got projects I have an idea for, I think like, maybe I'll stream that one. Some projects I do, I don't stream, but I'm going to stream this one. This is kind of an experiment, this one. I want to try, and, ooh, wait, perfect, I know how to center this. Control C, or, no, Control C, this. Alright, select all of this, except for that. Except for that. Except for that. And accept this as well. Anything I haven't selected? No, looks like I got everything. Right. Now move that a little bit this way. F9. Paste that there. Make it a positive. And there, I think everything's centered now. 0. This ain't quite centered. But that'll do. Maybe I'll object origin geometry. That'll do. So this is centered, yes. Okay, so that is about that big, right? I'll apply the scale to that. Apply scale. I need a drink. My throat is getting sore. Lovely. I miss whiskey. I ran out of my last bottle. What a shame. Okay, let's lower that a bit because it's quite low down. And my hands are wet now because that is some cold water. I'm going to extrude here. About that. Maybe a bit higher? Nah, that'll do. And select this. A little bit thicker. And then, just to add a little bit of style, I'm going to narrow it here. And then there's the holes for the strings. So this is a 4-string bass. So I need 4 holes. Let's have a look at this one. Wait, this is a 5-string bass. That's a 4-string bass. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I even need the holes? I don't know, maybe I actually don't need the holes. So the first thing I think I'm going to do for this, first I want to make the rails. So this is going to be roughly where the center of each string will be. So that's going to serve as a decent guide for that. Also, I think I might want to make this a little wider. Oops. Save that. And I've just seen a decent idea for something. I'm also going to add a bevel to these because I don't like how sharp they are. So let's bevel the edge, bevel them ever so slightly here. F9, add more segments. About 3 will do. Then gotta remove these creases. Yeah, that looks better. Oh, but guess what they still are? They're still sharp edges. Clear sharpness. Yeah, that looks better there. Nothing likes a good bottle of spring water. Speaking of beveled edges, I think I should also bevel the ones here. Ever so slightly, yep. Alright, so those lines are going to serve as like where the strings go. So now, how do I do the rails? I got an idea. 2, 2. Right, 2, 2, 2. I've just found out something. I probably should do the bevels after I do this. Okay. So every 3 now is a string point. No? Oh. So these are all my string points. And so, if I do this, move this about here, maybe stretch it out to about here. Then select that. That's a string point. Then select these, these, and I don't think I got this right. Ooh, this is hard. Figure out the measurements. Need to figure out the measurements correctly. Okay, I'll do this one instead. And then I'll bevel these like that. Extrude them like this. Give them individual origins. Shrink them like this. And there are the rails. But what about this? Oh, I know. Select these. Select edge loops, edge rings. Collapse. Then we can select all of this. Shrink it down like... No, why have I got this off? Medium point. Wrong one. Do I want X? Nope. Do I want Z? No. Why? Why won't you work? Symmetry modeling ain't working with me. Alright. Time to do it the old-fashioned way. Alright, bevel this now that I can do it. Okay, I've got the basic shape down. Got the basic shape. This is going to be the plate where it all begins. Let's save. I'm going to take a sip of water again. Ah, good stuff. What next? What's next? Let's have a look at that. It's quite a bit of a gap on the rails for this one. I think next I should place those, whatever you call them, or I should shade smooth this. Turn auto, normals, whatever. Let's turn that to 180. So we can add our sharp edges and control what does what, where, and how. Oh, don't want that. Right, is that everything? Nope, no, yeah, no. Something. Huh? Nope. Mark shot. I think I should also do these. Okay, cool. Oh wait, not done yet. Ah, now we're done. Step 1, done. What did I call this? Call it string holder. Again, there's probably a specific name for these, but I do not know what it is. I'm gonna call the others string lifters because I'm very original like that. Okay, apply scale. Alright, now how to do this? First, let's try and get it centered. I add that in. What did I want? I want to change that to a 1. And then from below, I'll extrude that way. With individual origins, I'll shrink them a little bit. How about like that? So now they're on the rails. Then I shall add some bevels here, like so. And then set that back to 2 with like this. And a what? And then wait, not done yet. Then a 1 here. I shall shrink like like that. With this and this, turn on snap to vertex. Snap them here. Snap this one here. And this one here. Object shade smooth. And then I'll do the auto smooth 130. I don't know why I always do 130. I guess I like to be able to control exactly when the sharp edges are. Because you couldn't do like auto smooth on Maya. You had to always do it manually. And even though auto smooth is very handy, it could really save you a lot of time. I guess I just still like to have actual control over it. It's weird that way. Okay, mark sharp. And that looks fine. Alright, how does that look compared to my reference? Seems like it might be a bit thin. So, stretch that out a bit like that. Also, on this one, there are screws right there. Maybe those are meant to be for the brace legs. I don't know. Maybe. We'll find out. Now, if I'm correct, should at least be able to put one there. Another there. And another there. Now, there's one thing I don't like, or I want. Let's give them a copied object data so that they all share the same edits, if in case I decide to edit them. How should I? What step should I do next? Maybe I shall add whatever these are. I know what they are. They like basically you got a screw there, and if you twist it, it makes these move up and down. But I think these are also not wide enough. Let's widen them out a little bit. I've still got an individual medium point. Alright, and then I'll bevel these edges. And then I'll turn these sharp bits off. Stop it. I can do this. I'm getting to that point already. Getting to that point of mental exhaustion. I'll sharp these bits here. No. Mark sharp. There we go. Right. Now for those screws. First, let's give these a name. Tuner lifter, why not? Tuner lift. No, not tuner. I want a string lifter. Again, not the right name, it's just what I'm going to call it. That's a bracket, not an underscore. Okay, string lifters. Save. Save often, save always. I'm always going to use that term. Because that's the golden rule. I think I'm going to bevel this as well. Yeah, that looks better. Right, what next? I wanted to add some easy parts. 5 will do. Where is that? That's a circle, not a cylinder. Add a cylinder. F9, reduce that to 5. Don't need many faces here. Object. Apply rotation and scale, even though I'm just about to do that again. I feel like these are actually like an inch to the right. Not like dead on, they're just a little bit, or a little inch to the left or whatever. Yeah, they're not like perfectly in the thing. They're a little bit to a different direction so that you could get room for the strings. So we'll put that there, move it here. We'll also shrink it a bit more. Right, a shade smooth. Turn auto smooth on. Make that like 45 or something. 50? 60? 80? There we go. Right, I'm going to want to lift that a bit further. Okay, we'll name this one string lifter placer, I guess. Still have no idea what they're actually called. We'll put one there, one there, one there, and one there. Now, I wonder if these should be higher up. I feel like they should be. Huh? What's going on there? There we go. Something wasn't right there. Yeah, I feel like these should be much higher. Either that or this should be lower. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, this should be maybe just, these need to be higher. That'll probably do. And maybe this should be higher as well. About there. Yeah. Lift these a bit too. Okay. Save. Got them now. Now we maybe we should add the screws in next. First off, not really a lot of room for screws, so let's Let's change that. We'll save. And do I know what I'll do. Add a sphere. Bigger one than that. It's not enough vertices, or not enough edge loops, and boy, I'm hot. Gotta take some stuff off. 12. Maybe 12 will do? Yeah, 12 will do. Is that enough? Clear half of it. Let's do it like this. Oh. Really? How long have I been up? It's not that far from 2 hours. Oh, I mean, it's not that close to 2 hours. I've got some time to do some stuff. Alright, now I've done that. Select these edges. Collapse. Ooh, didn't collapse that one. Oh, there we go. We got a screw. It's not. I'd say. Nah, we got a little bit of time. It's only what, an hour and 25 minutes. Excuse me. That was a sneeze. Edge. We'll make that sharp. There we go. We've got a perfectly good screw there. Right, one there. One over here. Couple down here. Maybe. Oop, didn't mean to do that one. Maybe one here. And another here. Now let's just play with the randomness a little bit. Move that one. Oops. And save. Also, nope. Control L, object data. The streams. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure? How do I know you're being? How do I know you're not trying to trick me? I'm sure you're not. Okay, now that that's all sorted, all that would be left for this would be the strings themselves. Okay, but there's a few more sections to do. There's this bit and these little the little things you use to attach your strap to, and then the actual jack. Where is it? That in which you plug your guitar into. Also, I feel like changing this to a left-handed bass because I want to. I'm not actually left-handed myself, but why not? It's not that hard to do. It's literally just do this, and there you go. It's left-handed now. Anyway, save all that. Save often, save always. I think I should do those things. They're not hard. I don't know what to call them for this, actually. Sound detectors? Truth is, they're not actually for detecting sound as far as I'm aware. They're more like protecting the actual things that the microphones underneath within the guitar. I think they're microphones. I don't know. Even though I own guitars, I'm not very familiar with how they work. Now, which one shall I kind of approach? Shall I approach it like this one or this one? Or maybe this one and this one. 1 hour and 70 minutes. I'm reading 1 hour 28. Was there a hiccup on the stream? Either my timer, one of our timers is wrong, and I don't know which one. I'll put this one about here. And then, nope. And then I'm going to add this. And then I'm going to add this. I'm going to add a bevel here. Oh wait, I don't want a bevel like that. Object, apply, rotation and scale. Alright, bevel, there we go, that's much better. Then shall I do it from the sides or up above like that? Since I seem to be doing the narrow one, I better do it from the aboves. In which case, I just realized I messed up a little. Whoops. Or will this be fine? Maybe it'll be fine. I don't know. Narrow this a bit. Narrow that a bit. I'll add an edge loop, a single one, about here. Select that. Select that. Edge, no, face, extrude from individual faces, like that. Select that. Select that again. Give it a nice curved bevel. Okay, and then add that. Put that one there. And another one over there. And then what I do is I add a cylinder. Give it some more faces. Let's give it 12. Also, object, shade, smooth. Turn on auto smooth. Let's make it about 80 degrees. 80 does the job. Also gotta name this. Sound detector. Bottom. And I just noticed I haven't been naming the screws. Alright, screw. I'll just copy that. Control C. It says 1 hour, but then when you look it says 1 hour 70. Weird. YouTube's being weird again. YouTube's always being weird. Alright, that's that. How many circles do you get in that? 1. Oh. Is that how they do it? So he pretty much gets them for each string in a way. This is doing it like 2 per string, and this one's doing it 1 per string. Well, doing actually no 2 per string on this. It's just on here it's like that. On here it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, making 10 circles. I guess I should place these when after I've placed the strings, so I know round about where to put them. Alright. This is weird. This is really weird. Now I'm going to look at a few more pictures of bases so I can get more ideas on how to do these things. Some of them don't even have 2 of these. Some of them just have 1. Huh? Well, you know. Now 93 minutes to 120 minutes. It's just being inconsistent with how much time it's showing you. What a weird stream. Don't worry, I've got the actual timer of how long it's been lasting. In fact, many bases only just have that. They don't have that. They just have that. Huh. Odd. And some of them have like 2 of these. But how should I do it? Should I just take the easy option and be cheap? Don't worry, I know a way to make this, Wait, did I accidentally name, this screw? I did! I'll call it sound detector, even though that's probably not what it's called. Alright, I'll move this here. About this high. And then, ooh. Then what I'll do, I'll select these and move it to here. Then I'll copy that, move that down there, that there. Now, is that about right? They're a bit shorter. Okay, this ought to do it. About there. I think that's about right. And then this one about here. Okay. I think that's working. Let's copy some screws. Move this screw here. Okay. Save often, save always. I think I'm also going to put these a little lower. About there. Now, do I want a guard? Like one of these? I think it would be cool to have some because those are on a lot of guitars in general. What do? They protect you from scratching the body with the plectrum. Even though I don't actually use a plectrum, I use my fingers. I'm classic. Now then I can just do the full body. To add a guard or to not add a guard? That is the question. Stop selecting the body. Maybe I will add a guard, actually. Alright. Add a circle. Let's give it some more vertices. How about just 10 for now? Right. Fill that in. I said fill that in. Fill. Yep. View. Camera. Set to orthographic. View from the top. Now let's start shaping it. Right. There is one thing maybe I won't get the modeling done today because look at the time now. Oof. I'm slow. I need to try some speed modeling exercises, but I'm a bit of an attention to detail kind of guy, and it took me a while to say that. I just repeat myself. I'm a bad talker. Move that there. That there. That there. Let's move that there. Okay, now I shall subdivide that a bit. Let's do it like 5 subdivisions. Yeah, that'll do. Maybe it'll be a shape like that. That shape seems okay. Yeah, alright, turn off orthographic. Call this one guard. It's 98 minutes. I feel like you're trolling me now. Are you trying to get me confused? Right, lift that a bit and place that down. Now let's use booleans, or no, let's use bevels to smooth things out. That was too much bevel. This should look fine. You are trying to troll me. I caught you. I caught you. Hey. It was a good effort, but I am the troll seeker. Yeah, that's a real thing. Now let's improve that a bit, because that's a little bit misshapen, that. Ooh, first, one more bevel right there. There we go. Let's improve this a bit. Jesse. Jesse. Is that a name? I mean, say cheese. Say cheese as well. I like cheese. Anyone else like cheese? I love cheese. Hate milk for some reason. I'm not lactose intolerant or anything, but I cannot, for the life of me, stand milk. But I love cheese. I love butter. Yogurt, not so much. But cheese and butter, man, they're so good. And all kinds of cheeses. From cow cheese to goat cheese to any other cheese. Yeah, that looks good. Now, what I'm actually going to do for this one is I'm going to add a subdivide. Jesse Jackson. I forget who that is. Name rings a bell, but oh crap! Did I freeze the freeze blender? Oh no, no I didn't. Whew. Okay. I feel like a froze blender now. Ah, fool! Blender's not responding. Oh wait, yeah it is. Also got to triangulate these faces. This one and this one. Triangulate. Where is that? No, Control F. Triangulate faces. There we go. doesn't look entirely right, doesn't it? Gonna add a face in there. Does that look a little better? A little bit. Let's just move that a bit more. Add a face. No. No, don't want that. Add a face. No, don't. Maybe don't want that either. Okay, now add a face. Nope. Why are you switching tools when I tell you to, Blender? And people say this software is without glitches, and there goes the dog. Oh, come on, the stream went so well without dog noise. Alright, shut up now. Now let's change this up a bit. I feel like this should be thinner in general. It's a little better there. That's a little better there. What is up with my vocals? Okay, now we'll shade this smooth. Then we'll do select, while in here, select similar crease. And we'll mark as sharp. I said mark as sharp. Why aren't you marking it? This is why. There we go. And there, we've got the guard on. 10 minutes. Ooh, 10 minutes. Haha. There's like literally 2 things left to do. There's to add the knobs and to add all of the frets. That's it. No, literally just 2 things left. So let's add the knobs on. Add a cylinder. This needs more vertices. Make it, how about 32? 32 will do just fine. Okay, move that up. This needs to be a little taller, actually. I said Control L. I swear Maya's a little... Oh, Maya, Blend's a little bit unresponsive. The Spark of Life was a great video. Also, did you think about the whole ling? The whole ling? Well, it's the whole ling, the whole thing. Did I think about the whole thing? And thank you for that comment. It was a long time ago, though. I actually made that for 2014, but didn't get it finished. Well, I didn't get it finished on time for submission, so had to settle on 2015, which, I gotta be honest, my chances would have been better if I finished it in two. I'm joking. Congratulations to the winners, of course. It was a fun video. It was a fun video to make. Is that gonna be... Actually, no, I don't want to do that. Let's add a very slight bevel with less segments. Just 2 segments. Then I'll do that. no, not that. And then I'll extrude out. Do this. And do this. Merge to no wait, I'll do merge to center. And then I'll select this edge loop and extrude on individual faces. And then I'll set it to individual faces, shrink it down like a lot. And back to medium point and grow them up like that. There we go, we've got a knob. What do you mean by the whole? What do you mean by the whole ling? Did you mean to write thing? Or is there a thing that ling means? Object, let's move the origin to geometry. No, for this one, origin to geometry. Shade smooth. Set to auto. 1. Actually, we'll keep it at 30. No. 12. Actually, no, 12's perfect. Great. Okay, that's one knob down. And Control D. Whole thing. So did I think about the whole video when I made a spark of life? I mean, yeah, you don't. I guess. I didn't just like throw it all down. I just I thought about what next. I mean, there are a couple things. I mean, I would say a few things that I could have done, should have done better. But hey ho. I'll tell you one thing that was very annoying with it though. Every individual frame of the spark had to be manually inputted into Source Filmmaker. Well, it didn't have to be, I just decided to do it that way. And that was a big mistake. Big mistake. It took ages. It was crazy. There we go. Yeah. Okay. With 5 minutes left, I might be able to do the neck. Let's do the neck. So what I need to do is first add this here. Or I say the neck, the frets of the neck. And then I need to fix that, because that is ugly. And that is ugly too. And that is also ugly. Okay, there's that. Also, mark these as sharp. Mark it sharp. Okay, cool. Could have done that much sooner. Now time to add the frets. There's quite a how am I gonna do this? Ain't it looking good though? This is a nice base. Ain't the base looking good? Okay, so let's add a 3 polygon cylinder. Oh, actually no, wait. I'll add not a plane, I'll add a cube. Move that about here. So also move that up by 1. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to view it orthographic, view from the top, I'll make this neck. Where's neck? Neck. I'll make that invisible, and also move this. So now I can see the frets. Okay. Okay. Cool. Always happy to have people about. Makes the streams more interesting, because then trying to talk to myself for 2 hours is not... I'll probably sound like a crazy person. No, wait, that's not what I wanted to do. Collapse. Okay, let's start with doing these frets. So this is 1 fret. Also, I'm going to do this. Select that. View from top. Okay. Okay, that's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. Let's make the body invisible now. 18. 19. 20. 21. 22. 23. And 24. There we go. All the frets. Now I just need to scale them like this. This is probably going to be longer than actually placing them. This. Oh, don't count me down. No, you're making me panic. Didn't want to scale it like that. I think it's looking good. I'm probably not even going to get them right. Oops. No, just along the Y coordinates, please. Stop scaling among all coordinates, just the Y dimension only. Wait. I think that's almost all of them. Maybe just this one left. Yeah, okay. Let's make the body and neck visible again. Let's get out of orthographic. Oh boy, that's not a pretty sight. Now let's center the curse or the origin. Move them down and There we go, we have all the frets placed. Look at this! Look at this thing! We got ourselves a base! Without strings, and I'm gonna have to fix the positioning of these frets. Actually, it just looks like I've got to move them a bit this way. There still needs to be a bit of correction, but hey! We got ourselves a base! It looks like a base. I'll probably play like one. And all that's really left to model is the strings now. Other than that, it's pretty much there. That's a full base. Look at this thing. Ain't it cool? Well, and zero, you've been counting me down like, well, countdown. Dun 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 dun. Not gonna do that. I might get struck. Well, that's it for today. We got pretty much most of the modeling done with just one or two things left to do, and then we can start giving it some color. As for today, though, thank you very much for joining me, people. If you're live or if you're watching the replay, if that's what you call it, I don't know. Either way, thank you very much. And well, take care. Look out. Yeah. Have a good day, everybody. Ta-ra.